Welcome back, viewers, and thank you for staying tuned. We're going to come back to our guest again, and just as we left off to the break, we were talking about the difficulties he was going through. I wanted to elaborate a bit more on the difficulties.
Sure.
Can you tell us? I mean, I understand you mentioned you went down a personal meltdown,
Yeah,
financial meltdown.
absolutely. So I
And
went through personal issues, financial meltdown. It was a point where I was going through a major depression, and I was locking myself in a room. And I was thinking, what do I do? And I had too much time in my hands.
did you seek medical advice for your?
At that point, I did, but medication was not really the right way. For me, it's trying to help myself and think mentally, what's right and what's wrong. But at that moment, I was going through a bit of a trauma, and like I said, a mental breakdown. One of the things was I had a lot of time in my hands, and because I was locked up in my little room, and I used to spend a good 20 hours just sitting there doing nothing. That was a major depression. And I was doing that for about a year and a half. I cut my links with friends, families,
Wow.
even diet, everything. And then I realized, I've got a lot of time. I picked up a pad and I started sketching, and I was thinking about my life, what I've done that's been good, and then I put a list what I've done is bad. And the good part overweighed the bad part, and I thought, you know what, I'm wasting my life. Why? But what's the reason? And at that point, I started seeking some help, and I went through a CBT course,
Okay.
which is a course specifically for depression.
Okay.
It was like 11 weeks course, and it was that course that really helped me and realize how important my life is, the qualities that I have, and to implement that and carry on with your life. Because at that point I was suicidal, which is obviously
Oh.
not a good thing. I was suicidal. I did a couple of things purely because I thought, my life's end is going to come to an end. It's not worth it. There's all these questions that come in your head. It goes round and round and round. But through the CBT course, I recovered, and it was at that point I thought, you know what? I'm going to go back to the Jad I was, which was a guy who's full of creativity, a guy who helps people, a guy who comes with new ideas and implements that and puts a solution out there to help and benefit others. And that's when I got my pad and I was sketching the business plan for Naga King. I went back to Naga King and I started sketching the business plan. And as you know, business plan is very important.
Yeah.
Without a new business, a new startup, if you don't have a business plan in place, you're going there blind. So I started building a business plan, and it took me I'd say about 4 months, and that's working on it every single day. So I made like a Bible of Naga King, from the beginning of the investment to the SWOT analysis to market research. Everything was done in a piece of paper, and it was about this thick. That's
Wow.
that's how thick it was. So like I said, it's like a Bible of Naga King. I've planned the whole business out, all the systems, all the implementation, all the roles that people play. Everything's been planned out, and then I started messing with the ingredients. And one of the strategies that I had in place was, this is a people's product.
Okay.
So I want the ingredients and the flavor to come from the public's feedback. And I started testing flavors out, started giving samples out, started doing, primary market strategies, which is going out there doing surveys, going back to basics really. And one of the things was I started remembering, because I did business in A level, and I started remembering all the theories that people implement when they do business. So any youngsters out there who are watching, do business A level. It's very beneficial, later in life.
Definitely.
And I started learning all the marketing, started implementing all the stuff, got feedback, refined my product, gave it out again, refined, and I started refining and refining my product till it came to a point where people like, this is perfect. And Naga King, like I said, it's a people's product. It's from feedback from people. And I thought about the consumer, and I looked at other products out there, other competitors that are out there, and I noticed they're missing a certain element, and that is connection with people. I'm very big on social marketing. Naga King is very big at social marketing. As a marketer myself, coming from Google, marketing is probably, 80% of a business.
Of a
That's
business,
that's how it
definitely,
is. You know, if you're going to put an investment in a business, marketing is the main thing. Started doing all the marketing, different methods really, from newspaper, TV ad, social marketing, using all the free marketing tools available out there, and paid as well. So using Google AdWords. There's a lot of stuff that I've been implementing from a marketing point of view, and it's worked. We start interacting with crowds. I've got the top chefs from the Indian restaurant world industry, got their support. They're going to be using this product on their dishes. Also food bloggers as well. So on Instagram, I've got the top food bloggers.
So you've looked at all the angles that you
Every
can
single
approach
angle that I could approach,
take
every
your
single
product forward.
channel has been approached and utilized with Naga King. And that's pretty much the journey when it comes to the marketing. You know, we thought we'd go through different angles, from like a cheesy ad to something serious. We've done every single marketing strategy there is, because I want people to know this is a very quality. This is a quality product.
Yeah.
You know, it's from the ingredients, everything's AAA grade. The manufacturing's AAA grade. You know, this is as good as it gets, and it's natural as well. So it's vegan friendly, it's halal, it's kosher, you name it.
Yeah, I can see
it's
you're
got
very
no
passionate on the-
it's
on
got
the
no
product.
chemicals in this product. It's as natural as it can be. And then I thought about the other side. I was looking at my competitors, and this is one of the things that a lot of people should look at, is always look at your competitors and take it as an inspiration, because at the end of the day, they've started the first step, and you know, look at how they kind of do their role model, their business model, and see if you can tweak it or maybe do it better. One of the things was, I looked at the business model of my competitors, and I noticed they're just targeting the consumers. Now, one of the biggest chunks, especially when it comes to the Naga pickle, is the commercial trade. And commercial trade is taking a consumer product and implementing it onto restaurants, steakhouses, takeaways, etc. But there isn't actually a commercial product in place. And that's where Naga King comes in, and that's when I implemented the commercial side. So I've got the consumer side, which is the jars, and then I've got the commercial side, which is a 4-litre bottle with the pumps. I'm looking at ways, as you know, with Indian restaurants, they've been suffering quite bad recently, you know, with staffing issues, visa issues, and thousands and thousands of restaurants are closing every single week. Why? Because they can't get the right chefs in place. So that's where Naga King comes in place. It's a solution to help restaurants as well. It's even if you got someone who's new, chef, the taste will be consistent. They've got a commercial product in place. It's got flavour. My product has flavour. So they'll be cooking dishes using my product.
Is it just one product here? Or
There's
are we
3
talking-
products. So we've got one which is original, and it's got spices. It's not just pure chili. It's got spices in there. Then I've got one with shatkara, which is a wild lemon for Bangladesh. And then I've got one with carrots. And each different product has different uses. So the carrot is for the westernized dishes, for example, and some curries as well. So your shepherd's pie, your pasta, that's perfect, the carrot one. The shatkara is perfect for your meat, lamb curry industry. That's perfect.
Okay.
And the original it's an all-rounder. So you can make your hot wings, you can make your steaks, you can even make scrambled eggs with a dollop of original Naga, and you spice it up. And that's where the 3 products come in. But from a commercial point of view, all 3 products are available. It's convenient, it's fast, it's easy, and consistent taste.
Yeah. What I like about your thought here is that you've actually looked at all the markets and you've created a product for each market here.
Absolutely.
You know, some people just start off with one product which is just tailored at one market.
Absolutely.
That's great. And I love the idea of, you know, how you've done your research and how you approach like vloggers and, you know, the different avenues of getting your product out there.
Yeah.
You know, that is really important. One of the biggest mistake a lot of business people do when they start off, and one of the main cause of failure is because of research.
Yeah.
You know, they're not researching their market that they're going into.
Absolutely.
They're not researching into their competitors.
Yeah.
You've just mentioned here, you know, if you need to look at your competitors and you need to find how you can better
absolutely.
the product you're coming in competition with, and that's a very important fact. And I'd urge my viewers, you know, note these down. Those are really important things.
Yeah.
You've also mentioned the importance of marketing covers 80%
Yeah,
of a business.
absolutely.
You know, and that again, you know, a lot of people miss this a lot of the time. They do not concentrate on the marketing side of their business. The marketing is, to me, is the religion of the business. You know,
Absolutely.
it's
Like I
that
said, if you're
important.
opening a business, you know, and you start up, you need to look at your budget for your startup budget, and then double that, because that's going to be your marketing. You need to put a massive chunk into marketing because you need to create the demand. And how will you create the demand? Well, the demand is by marketing. You know, you need to get the word out there, and it's crucial. You know, yes,
Yeah.
it does cost money, but from a return on investment point of view, in the long run, it's very beneficial.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we're coming to another break very soon.
Okay.
For the next minute, I just want to say I'm really pleased to have met you today
It's
as
a
my
pleasure.
guest, and there's a lot to learn here. You've had several businesses, I
Yes.
understand. I've Googled, and I'm going to talk about this after the break.
Yeah.
Right. You've also had a product, a chips product. I've
Yes.
Googled and I found out about you.
Yes.
You know, we want to come back to that and have a bit of a chat on that
Okay.
one. Viewers, stay tuned, please, and we'll see you after the break.